Hello once again. Well, it's good to be back with you once again in this battle for correction and redirection. If you like what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? If you're really digging what I'm doing, why don't you go ahead and become a subscriber? It won't cost you one single dime. Well, today is a weekday and I won't keep you long. I'm in the middle of contract negotiations and I'm sure you have a lot to do because just like me, you're staying strong in this battle. Well, if you glanced at social media at all this week, one of the number one things that caught your eye was the incident that occurred in Atlanta, Georgia between Cam Newton and some other black men. The incident occurred over a 7-on-7 football game. And no, Cam Newton and these black men weren't playing football. The individuals playing football were young, black, impressionable teenagers. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the 7-on-7 football concept, it's a concept that was birthed with the idea of giving black men something to do when the football season was over with. It was also an idea to enhance the skills and playing ability in the realm of football for young black teenagers with hope that one day they will be good enough to go play football in college or maybe achieve their dreams of playing in the NFL. So, the 7-on-7 concept, it kind of resembles, let's say, BT. A great idea, a great concept with a great start that slowly became garbage. I've gone to several of these 7-on-7 football games, and what I witnessed were players out on the field doing things that they couldn't do during a high school football game, or else they would be ejected. I witnessed parents arguing and fighting with one another, coaches arguing and fighting with one another, parents arguing and fighting with the coaches. Now, if any of these things were to occur at a regular high school football game, there would be a ton of law enforcement taking individuals somewhere for 3 hots and a cot. It would be the type of situation where we would have protests over the police officers arresting people for buffoonery. Now, one of the reasons that these type of things don't occur at high school football games because other races aren't going to allow black people to come in and act in such a manner. But when it's black people among themselves, for some strange reason, this has become accepted. This has become the norm. Nothing shocking at all. Now, I'm not throwing the blame on Cam Newton or those black men. One thing I do know is that Cam spent a lot of time and a lot of money giving back to his community. And if for him to be, no matter what you think, an NFL great quarterback, and to spend that time passing on his knowledge, what he did to accomplish what he accomplished to other young black men, hey, you got to give him his props for that. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, it's really not that bad at the game. People are just expressing themselves. The tension is always high. The tension is high at high school football games as well. But why aren't these people expressing themselves like that at those games? Because, like I said, this has become the norm for the black community. Now, the question I have, and you know what that question is going to be, why? Why did this type of incident occur? Why has this type of behavior become the norm among black people? And another question I have, and it's not a why this time, is what? What are you, the black community, going to do to change this narrative? This is not the direction we want to go. And this most definitely is not the example that black men should be showing young, impressionable black youth. So, with that in mind, I see you made a good move. Let me go ahead and make my next move so you can go ahead and get some rest and think about this game of life.